What's up, everybody? Freaky! Doing a little Tribes Extend action here tonight. We got Team Envy versus wINV Walking Inventory Station. With me is David Bowie. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man. How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm excited for tonight. Are you excited?
I am. This is actually going to be a great game. It's going to be a really good matchup. These two teams are both teams that kind of started off in new bloods and have come a real long way, so they should be giving us a great game tonight.
Awesome. Maps are Dangerous Crossing, Drydock, and Arx Novena. First to two, and we got some interviews that Bowie did earlier today. We're going to go ahead and do those now for you. Get this party started.
All right, and we're joined tonight with Prepaid Linen and Black Waltz of Envy. How are you guys doing tonight?
Not bad.
Good, how are you?
Good stuff. So, any predictions tonight, or how you guys feel coming into the game today? Do you think you're going to win in two, lose it in two, go to three maps? What are you thinking?
We're going to see like a one-sided slaughter, basically. It's going to be like raining corpses and bits of non-Envy players all over the field, and GG's.
Oh man, that sounds pretty brutal. Now, have
I'm
you
gonna have
guys
to agree with that.
played wINV in the past much?
Yes.
And that's been the
I
result?
Don't
traditionally?
remember us ever losing to them. So there's that.
Okay, so you guys are feeling quite confident going in. The maps tonight, you look at that, I think it is, let's see, Arx, Drydock, and DX, is that correct?
Yeah.
Are those all good maps for you?
Yeah. We pretty much decided to veto out everything that was new because we're still working on it defensively. Well, they are. I'm technically not on the team right now.
In case you haven't figured it out, neither of us are on the team.
Neither of us are actually playing on the team tonight. We were just sent in here in the meantime.
I see, so you're like the
ambassadors.
hype squad?
Yeah,
We're the
exactly.
cheerleaders.
No, we're managers.
Managers,
So
that's better.
who do you see making the big plays tonight for Envy?
Finger, definitely.
Definitely finger style on defense. I see Zoot coming out with some good plays, definitely on offense.
Googly also has a history of stepping up when the pressure's on. So hopefully he doesn't choke. And if you're listening to this later, Googly, if you choke, I'm going to laugh at you.
All right, well, any final, shots you want to fire before this game gets going?
Really though, I think it should be pretty good games. I haven't seen wINV play in a while, but I remember when we played them back when Riot was still around, they're a good team, so it should be interesting.
I just hope they last long enough for me to get some enjoyment out of watching it.
All right,
Hopefully
good
it's not
stuff.
over too quick.
Thanks for coming on, guys, and good luck tonight, even though I guess you're not playing, but good luck
Right.
cheering.
All right,
Warm up
thank
your
you.
pom-poms. All right, and we are now joined with Natsuko from wINV. Natsuko, you guys are sort of the underdogs tonight going up against number 6 on TWL Envy. How do you guys feel about your shot tonight?
Pretty good. I mean, as good as we usually do. I mean, we've faced Envy before. We've been able to beat them. Of course, by now their roster has changed quite a bit, so we're just gonna see what happens.
All right, yeah, they were talking a lot of smack, in the interview, saying that they usually crush you guys in scrims and all that. Is that not actually entirely accurate, or you guys have actually pulled some wins off of them in the past?
Oh yeah, it's been a while though, like since we've even played them. So, like I said, with all the changes that have happened recently, it could be anyone's game.
Okay, are there particular maps that you're feeling you guys have a better shot on, or ones that you feel weaker on, of the maps tonight?
Out of the 3 maps, honestly, I think we probably have the best maps that we could have gotten out of the rotation. So we're feeling pretty good about that.
Great. And are you guys going to run probably traditional 3D 4.0? I know that Envy likes to run that set a lot. Or do you have some more tricks up your sleeve?
Just gonna have to wait and see for that.
All right, man. Well, that sounds good. I guess final question. Is there anyone that we should be looking out for on your team who's going to be making the big plays for wINV tonight?
That's a tough one. You know what? Watch Hunted. Hunted always complains that the casters never get enough of him, so watch him.
All right. Well, we will keep an eye on Hunted tonight. All right, man. Thanks for coming over, and good luck tonight.
Yep, thanks, man.
All right, so that was David Bowie with the interviews, and we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk about the interviews and what's coming up next. All right, and we're back. Freaky here with David Bowie, getting ready to cast this puppy. Maps have switched over, so we're getting this puppy started quickly. Really quick about that interviews, man. Team Envy, they seem a little cocky tonight.
Yeah, like they said, so these are both New Bloods teams. They've both you've been around a good bit now, and I think traditionally Envy has done better than WINV, and that's probably where some of the confidence is coming from. But I will tell you, we've been seeing WINV make moves recently. They've been getting better and better, and starting to beat some of the mid-tier teams that would formerly beat them a lot. Whereas Envy, they've always been pretty good. So they're kind of a known quantity, but I'm curious to see if WINV can step up and maybe take them down tonight.
Yeah, and it sounds like WINV might have something up their sleeves. They weren't too telling in the interview, but I think they might do something we haven't seen from them yet.
Yeah, now traditionally both of these teams like to run a 3D 4-0, kind of the standard sort of play you used to see a lot that you'll see in Pugs. A lot of the other teams have started running D stacks, with the exception of Vex, who runs an O stack. But outside of ZFC, none of the top 5 teams tend to play this 3D 4-0 style anymore. So it does make for really interesting games, and I think that we're going to probably end up seeing a lot of flag movement, just a lot of chasing, a lot of standoffs. I expect a lot of action out of these games tonight. Now, Freaky, are you familiar with any of these players they were going against from your days of playing?
I know Fingerstyle. He is very good. Eckerly, Zoot, Googly. Who else? Let's see. B-Boy. Abominable Llama sounds familiar, and that's about it. Actually, VFG Trey. I remember him.
Yeah, he's I like to think of him sort of like a Tasty Junior. He also is a big fan of the medium capping. He likes to do kind of weird stuff, like he'll do Raider caps, and he does like arcs jump caps, and weird stuff like that. And he's got some pretty creative stuff that I expect he'll be pulling out tonight. And also one of the best flag passers in the game. Him and Big Shanka, who's not on this team these days, do a lot of cool flag passing stuff. So we should be seeing some esports out of him tonight.
That'd be nice.
As well, Fingerstyle is one of the better chasers in this game. LD, he always makes big plays. Edgar J is definitely a pretty frustrating sniper, and then the rest of the NV roster is all very solid.
So we have 66 seconds until the match begins. We have 7-on-7, so we're ready to go here. Give a rundown out of the rosters, what we have so far in game for Envy over on Blood Eagle. Again, this is map 1 at Dangerous Crossing. Googly, Zoot, James, VFG Trey, I'm just going to call you Trey, Ecker J, Fingerstyle, and Lufa. And over on WINV, it's Hunted, Blade, Rogue Racer, Abominable Llama, Speed Racer, B-Boy, and Macubex, I hope.
Sounds right to me.
Awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, these WINV guys have stuck. This is a pretty similar roster to what they've had their whole time. So they've kind of been sticking together, and they really have gotten a lot better. I think players to watch on their team. Let's see. I think so. They wanted us to keep an eye on Hunted tonight. They say he doesn't get enough action on the camera, so we'll have to check him out. I know B-Boy is gotten pretty solid at stay-at-home Hoff type play. So he's probably another one to look out for making those stops. I'm not actually familiar with who their chaser is, but that's always a good place to look for some good action.
All right, so we're going to begin now. Boom! We're on. It's game time. WINV versus Envy, and here we go. And I was just watching Hunted before the game started, and he's actually the Sentinel. So if he does well, he's going to get on camera, or at least talked about. So... And we're off once again. Freaky with David Bowie, Team Envy versus Walking Inventory Station, Brick, Legit Bear on camera, and Dodge Pong, the engineer and producer. VFG Trey coming in for a cap right now. Completely clean. He's off to the races. Full 900. Shot was missed by Hunted, but James is in his face. And VFG Trey... I just said I was going to call him Trey, but I'm doing the whole thing. Here he comes down onto his flag stand, but the flag was grabbed and returned. No, but Blade swoops in for that grab. He's out the other side. He is in an infiltrator and off into the races. Here comes Zoot from behind, shading him down. He's at 821, and it looks like he's caught up to his defense. Bounced off his own guy a little bit, screwed up a little bit of his route. Has to stop short of going up the hill. And here comes Fingerstyles, gets a conk off. Flag is down, but picked up by Blade. Here comes James. In the Infiltrator, didn't get the kill right there, but he goes down almost immediately. So we're in our first flag standoff, but over here, James dropping the flag. Or somebody.
Yeah, that did not take long at all to go to standoff. Very reminiscent of Vex Puppy Kisses the other day. Both flags moving easily, you know, this is a great map for it. You know, you're going to see a lot of flag movement on this map, especially if teams are running light D, heavy O. And I really liked how wINV clustered around that flag. You saw they were very sure that that thing got home. They had all their team there, and once it was, you know, in good shape, then they started to push out to offense.
Yep.
But I like that play.
Meanwhile, watching Envy on defense here, looks like they have 4 on defense normally, and Eckerjay dropping the flag, picked up by Googly on the other side, so that's fine for now. And just watching, and if it looks like if someone on offense died, they stayed home and would go together when everybody had spawned, so they have that little bit of extra buffer for their defense. But they were running 4 defense and 3 offense, and we'll see if they can get this return. As you see him coming up now, Rogue Racer doing a little plasma, trying to bring down that base sprint, and James is right there, Infiltrator, trying to bring him down. He's got no health. He goes down, Speed Racer with the kill. So over on the other side, B-Boy has dropped the flag, but the defense was able to kill all of the offense. Here comes Trey trying to get that return. I don't think they're going to. No one is there. And B-Boy going to pick this puppy back up, trying to get back into position. Here comes Trey. Gets a disc on B-Boy. Took a little bit of damage, but he goes down. Lufa, meanwhile, coming across alone. So back over here on Googly's got it. Googly for Envy. Just watching the walking inventory station coming in through midfield as they're sending 4 now. Rogue Racer, Abominable Llama, Blade, and Speed Racer.
Yeah, both teams sending 4 now. We may be seeing a return come out on one or both sides in this play.
Yes, as over here on the other side, 3 against 4. Over on the wINV side, wINV Macubex. He's down, flag is out, they're going to get this return. It's returned by Trey. Here comes the cap, but Blade is already on that stand for the grab and the run. Here comes Zoot down the hill trying to catch up to him. Chaining him down from behind. Finally, there's it is. Macubex now there, B-Boy as well after Jay picking it up. Oh, he gets drilled by Zoot, flag is down, not able to get that return, but here comes James Infiltrator. Oh, not able to get the punch off. Is Sonic Punch allowed in this?
I believe so. I think it is
allowed.
Yeah,
I thought all Infiltrator stuff is not banned, so that's going to make it interesting. That's one of the reasons why I don't like playing comp.
Now, I gotta say, that was a great move by Blade, though. You know, it looks like he's maybe at least understood the basics of LT on this map, which is that you always leave a guy on the enemy flag stand, and that way it's very hard to cap, and, you know, Envy didn't really have anyone kind of preventing that, so as soon as they got the return, the guy just grabbed it, and on this map it's easy to llama it right back home, you know, llama being a slow route, and so he just kind of grabbed it and took it home, and, you know, regardless of Envy getting that return, it didn't do him any good.
Yep, and watching over here on the wINV side of things, Trey just doing a little disband up on the top of the rocks there. Googly picking up over on the other side, he is fine. Here comes, actually, over on the other side of Abominable Llama coming up the hill here in an Infiltrator. Some mortars and MIRVs going off right next to Googly. Here comes Abominable Llama trying to get it. No one is there. Looks like they're looking at Blade. Yep, he's out of cloak. He goes, he's about to die. Doom, there he goes. And so back over on the other side, it's James, Infiltrator, looking like he might move for a punch here. He's just sitting right there on the inventory station. They do know he's there, though, now. As he's trying to hide. He's up, and he's right there. Oh, no, take a little bit of damage right there. Able to get a grenade off. Boom! Oh, Macubex gets drilled as here comes the rest of the offense. Here comes MIRV shots. B-Boy has it now. He's hopping on top of his inventory station. Here comes Trey from the other side. Incoming MIRV shot. Not going to make it.
Yeah, I like seeing the way that, you know, Envy's converging from multiple angles at once, which is always a great thing in standoffs. And I like that they're coordinating their offense a little better now. Before they were kind of just coming in one at a time, and that really wasn't working for him.
And it's bad news bears. B-Boy is all alone over here. Zoot got the, he was able to hop up on top of the hill and able to toss some MIRVs down, but just as they get the return again, Blade once again already on that flag stand, and he's out with it once again. Fingerstyle and Trey and Zoot are trying to chase him down, but Macubex already there for the escort as Speed Racer joins the 3 coming down. they're going to have to deal with the entire team over here. Abominable Llama, the only one not on defense right now. And he gets drilled at the bottom. Flag goes down. It's out. It's over. Boom. Return by somebody. Wasn't able to see who got it. Abominable Llama not going to get the grab here. And that's going to be a cap for Team Envy.
Yeah, that time Envy wasn't going to let that happen again. You know, they had all their guys right by the stand. They knew there was an enemy there, but they made sure he didn't just get the grab and walk right home again. Because it was amazing how many times Blade was able to pull that off, though.
Yeah, twice right in a row. He got all the way back, but for whatever reason, he couldn't get up that last hill, and the offense for Envy just caught up to him. So 1-0, favor of Team Envy here. Watching Rogue Racer and Freestyle duel out midfield. What is he? He's a Pathfinder versus a heavy incoming mortar shot. They're just dueling it out over here. Fingerstyle is winning so far, but he is in a light. Boom! Rogue Racer just going to go ahead and K out and reset this puppy.
Finger got a nice mid-air on him there, and I think he knew he was done. He would rather get in with speed on a good run.
Aha. So over here on the other side, look at the WINV side of things. Here comes Trey for the cap, and it looks like there is all sorts of defense, but he's out! Clean! 768 into Pathfinder. He is moving. Snipe shot did miss. Oh, wait, no. He able to hit him once. Down to 395, and he is still moving across this field. That was hunted. Haha, I mentioned you. Who got the snipe shot off, but he's still good. Oh, just a little bit more there. 152 now. But the flag does return. Here comes Trey for the cap. Hunted. Almost getting him, and he's going to drop it off for a teammate. It's going to be James picking up that flag. But Rogue Racer got to pick it up and just toss it down the hill. As Fingerstyle is going to be right there for that return, waiting for the capper to get on that flag stand. And it's going to be returned and capped for Team Envy 2-0. Now in favor of Team Envy, DX map number 1 tonight. And boom.
Yeah, I think, you know, B-Boy, he was trying to do something. He's hiding up in this little conduit, and he's trying to drop down right as the flag carrier comes in. And I like that move if he was in heavy, but I think in Soldier, you know, it's a lot harder to body block and get a stop in that class, and I don't know that that's working, because right now he's got the timing a little off or something, or he's missing the body blocks, and so he's really not doing anything to stop the cappers right now. And, you know, with how good these Envy guys are at fragging compared to the WINV guys, they can't let the flags out this much, or they're going to have a lot of trouble.
And looking at the kill screen, Hunted is actually leading the way with 13 kills for WINV. And over on the other side, it's Fingerstyle with 12 for Team Envy. Meanwhile, watching the WINV offense coming in with a plasma and grenade spam. Macubex looks like he's going to come in for a cap route. Coming in really fast. He's in a Soldier. Here he comes. The flag is completely clear. Boom! He's out. He's through. 505 off the flag stand, and he's moving. Snipe shots are missing. A little bit of chain fire now all over him, actually. About 4 people trying to line him up from the distance. 385 is his health coming down onto his flag stand. Now he might get this cap. Here comes a chain gun fire. He's not going to make the turn. He's going to land on the other side of his base. Here on the lip. Up into the flag stand. Bada bang on the scoreboard is WINV with a cap. It's now 2-1 in favor of Team Envy.
Yeah, that was a great timed offense there by the WINV guys. You know, they took the Hoff out at a perfect time. They had Fingerstyle kind of tied up off the stand, so he wasn't able to get a Nitron and stop the cap that way. And so their capper, you know, came in great. You know, that's a good testament there to the power of timing your offense. You know, it doesn't even matter, you know, if they can't kill everything, as long as they can get the kills they need to at the perfect time. And that's what they did there.
And watching James over here for Envy taking out this sniper Hunted for WINV. As we watch the capper, actually that's not the capper, that's Zoot in a juggy, dropping mortars on that flag stand, just short, landing just short. We got some spam also from midfield. Oh no, that's actually indeed it is. They're running 2 juggies now. As that's odd. WINV is not running a Hoff, they're just running lights on flag. But incoming, here comes Trey, he's through. It looks like
nice
he did get conked. There. Beautiful job by Speed Racer. Gets a conk, and Trey misses the flag on the pass through. And so no dice there. Let's hop over onto the Envy side. Abominable Llama coming in for a grab. Looks like he screwed up his route just a little bit, but he stops on the flag stand and goes out the other direction. But he's getting all sorts of chain gun fire. He's going to go down just at the bottom of the hill. And Fingerstyle is going to go ahead and gently place that flag back on the flag stand. So a little bit of action there. Both flags are moving.
Yeah, I think so. McCube, I think, somehow got stopped. He got killed on the route, and Abominable Llama, you know, true to his name, decided to just llama that flag off. He was, I think, originally one of the offense, but he decided to just walk it, keep it moving, keep the other team off balance. You know, it's always worth it. You know, you've seen Blade got several of those flags back, just kind of walking it down the mid, and once you get it about to midfield, you can start punting it and anything can happen. So I think it's not a bad play considering their offense run was dead anyway. He doesn't really lose anything doing that.
Indeed. Over here on the ENVY side, James, Zoot, and Lufa, they're still running that double hoe here. As Trey now coming through, he's about 10 seconds out. Here he comes down into his route. Zoot and Lufa still all over that flag stand, but Hunted able to get a couple of snipe shots off, but that flag is completely clear as Trey is able to grab the flag, and he's out into the races. 403, here he comes through midfield. Lots of chain on fire on him, dropping down to 316, but over on the other side, the flag was grabbed by McCube. And McCube is moving in a soldier, 516, little bit of chain gun fire from Finger, dropping it down to 396. Here he comes, but there's no one there to defend him. There's finally B-Boy able to get the kill on his station. Ba-ba-ba! There's another flag standoff.
All right, so we'll be curious to see how this one goes. Last time it felt like NV was completely in control of the standoff, just in terms of their kill power. The WINV guys couldn't drop the NV guys fast enough, and they were trying to do stuff like get Infiltrator Sonic Puncher turns, and really both of these teams are good enough that they can't really rely on that to get them returns. They're going to have to go in and just frag the D out, and NV does seem to be better at that style of play right now.
Yep. That's old meta. Now that the plasma is allowed, one of the things that you can do on defenses now is use that plasma with the Raider with the jammer pack. Before that, you couldn't do that, and the Raider only had the grenade launcher and a chain, which wasn't really the best for flags for D anyway. Period.
Yeah, it's harder to use that. The grenade launcher is not a time. It's not an instant explosive. It takes time, so you end up killing your own teammates, or the grenades bounce around and do wacky stuff. You want that direct splash weapon on D for sure, and so it's interesting to see Raiders be able to be used in standoffs now.
And watching over here, looks like B-Boy did drop the flag, but the flag was picked up back by McCube. Anyway, over here, watching James, looks like the defense for Envy actually almost got overrun. Both players had a sliver, and the flag carrier almost died. Wasn't able to quite get that return, but I'm interested to see if wINV can do that again and get this return. So we're watching him now. Speed Racer coming up that hill right in James's face. Gets a comp, it's gonna fly down. And here comes Blade, here comes Rogue Racer. Rogue Racer might get this Blade over the top. No, they're kicking around. Oh, Blade went right through the map. Hello, cat. My cat just runs right across the keyboard. Fingerstyle picks it up. Oh, wINV almost had it. Beautiful conk, but they just weren't able to. They kept disking it around and missing their disc. When you disc it, you want to disc it into yourself, but it was just they kept disking to the wrong spot.
Yeah, real close play there. I thought Envy was in trouble in that one, but they were able to somehow keep it alive.
Meanwhile, here comes Zoot. The cube gets him in the face. Destroyed. Here comes Lufa, those grenades, and Trey is now the only one left. My goodness, beautiful job by wINV, but meanwhile, here comes wINV. See Blade and Rogue Racer trying to bring down Finger. Finger taking a lot of damage here. He was down to, let's see, 328, but they were able to kill the wINV offense and get to toss that flag off to EKJ. So, whoa! Flag was,
got the Sonic Puncher turn on the other side.
James got the Sonic Punch. Here comes the flag for the cap. Bada boom, EKJ on that flag. Abominable Llama trying to come in with those grenades, not able to get it. So 3-1 in favor of Team Envy.
And that one could have gone either way. wINV almost had the return. They could have got the point. And really, it's almost luck that Sonic Puncher turn happened. It's not really a reliable way to return flags, but he's been going for it every standoff so far, and I guess about the 8th run or so, if you count all the standoffs, he finally got it, and it worked, and he got that return solo when they were not expecting him.
One thing I'd like to point out is Hunter is actually winning in the kill total. wINV is, but their score is not as Envy's, which is interesting. Is that it's not all about kills.
Right, you got to get the kills that matter, and I guess with the score, ends up being accolades if you actually kill the guy with the flag, that kind of stuff.
Abominable Llama dropped some cluster grenades on that flag side. Rogue Racer way off to the side. Trey able to grab it for Envy, and he's off into the races. Looks like Hunted tried to get a pitch shot off real quick, but he's not able to do it. Here comes James, takes down Hunted, so that sniper is down. Trey, here he comes, flag stand. That base is completely open. Here comes Blade, swoops in last second, and he's off. Speed Racer right behind him, but he goes down. Meanwhile, Fingerstyle trying to chase him down. He's got 491, but McCube and who is that? B-Boy there to cover him. As Fingerstyle coming in, gets the kill, but the flag is out. Speed Racer gets the pickup. Zoot swooping in just too late. Here comes the conch, not able to get him. Speed Racer down against the conch. Zoot might get the return, but no, Speed Racer gets him in the back with a thumper, I believe.
Yeah, this is not a place wINV wants to be. Down in this bowl is hard. It's real hard to get up the hill, and you can just keep getting crashed by the other team over and over again.
Oh, McCube just gets James. Actually, it was Hunted who gets the kill. As meanwhile, the flag is dropped. Rogue Racer has no health, trying to toss it off to Hunted. It's getting kicked around. Trey might have this return right through the flag. He gets it. Flag return. Blade is right there for the grab, though. He's not going to get anywhere. All of the defense is there for that return, and this is going to be 4-1 in favor of Envy. And bada boom, bada bing, there it is.
You know, Blade's doing a great job trying to keep these flags moving. I think he's brought more flags home at this point than his capper has. He's really good taking advantage when he sees the open situation there. But that time, Envy again, they're ready for it. They had the D there, and they weren't going to let that happen again.
I wonder the question though, is if Blade is playing too much into the flag game instead of trying to go for those returns.
Yeah, no, there's a point there for sure.
So we'll keep an eye on that. So over here, watching Lufa for Envy, he is actually in a Raider, and he's just taking a little pot shots there from Hunted. It looks like though, as James actually coming in, and he's gonna go ahead and grab this flag and head out the other side. B-Boy trying to get him down. We got a toss. Oh no, trying to go esports on us here. Trying to go for an MA toss to Trey, but they're gonna miss, and the flag is gonna fall on the backside of the base. It's 4-1 with still 7:20 remaining. Is that wise?
Yeah, I don't know if they want to start messing around just yet, but on the other side, McCube's actually out totally clean in Soldier here. He's doing great.
He's off and to the races. Indeed, 890. A little bit of chain gun fire here from Trey and Finger, and James trying to catch up as well, but there is no one there. They're going to get this cap. There is no one there. Oh, overshoots, gets the cap 4-2, and they're... Whoa. Going back to their interviews, that might come back to bite them in the ass.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if this is the time to start playing esports yet, because right now the reason they're winning is because they're getting the flag out basically every time. You know, both flags are moving so much. You can't do anything risky really in this situation. You got to make sure you continue getting the flags out consistently. And if they stop doing that, you know, that's going to give wINV an opening to come back.
So watching Hunted here trying to duel out James, the infiltrator for Envy, as watching here going off, disc to the face from James, almost gets him again. Now he's breaking out that sniper rifle, but in the meantime, Hunted is distracted because here comes Trey on the other side, swooping in for that grab. There was no one there. He's out clean, 900 health in a Pathfinder, and he is moving. Hunted did get a shot off, beautiful shot, 543, and he is moving across, trying to get out of the way. Here he comes, and here comes the McCube trying to come in for a grab, but no dice, and just like that, Trey, boom, 5-2 now in favor of Envy, and just like that, they do answer.
Yeah, it looked like McCube had a chance to beat him there, but he, I think, took a disc to the face, and Envy wasn't going to have that.
Yeah, I saw him bounce a little bit, either a disc or a body block. Either way, the flag stays home, and they get the cap. So, watching over here, it looks like B-Boy is on the flag stand, actually, as a Hoff for wINV. And it looks like Speed Racer, the LD up top. Pathfinder. Here comes Zoot and Lufa. As Finger might be going for the cap route. No, he actually K's out. And, yeah. Oh, here we go.
I think he was out there just camping the route, actually. He's trying to spot the cappers. Okay. And you see where he's coming from, let the sniper know, and that way they can put the damage on him pre-grab.
And, are they running 3 or 4 offense? Because Trey just came in.
Both are running 4.
Okay.
But yeah, Trey is out totally, clean again, just jumping home with explosives, and he might get another cap here.
Oh, flag goes down. McCube gets the return on the flag stand. Oh, McCube coming in with that grenade launcher, gets the kill and both LD, and gets that return. So beautiful job by McCube, saves the day. But they got 4:30 remaining. They're going to have to do something on offense to get this flag back home. Actually, right now, it might be keeping the flag home. That's the problem.
Yeah, no, I think really that is the biggest problem is VFG Trey is getting out nearly every time. The only time I can think of him not getting out, he got conked once, and he got they tried the esports play once. But other than that, he's pretty much getting out every time. B-Boy's either getting taken out or he's not able to get the body block. So, they really need to tighten things up on D, I think, if they want to be able to stay in this game, because they pretty much have 4 minutes here to get 2 caps and a grab.
And Blade and Abdominal Llama taking out the Finger, who is the LD for MV, going out to meet him, and they're just bringing him down with a chain gun fire. You see that? He is gone already, almost. Oh, there he goes. Finally died, but Blade is almost dead now. And Lufa trying to chain him down. He goes down. Abdominal Llama is still there and going to do a little bit of damage on that flag stand, because here comes McCube for the grab. Trey did grab the flag, but he's not going to go anywhere. As here comes McCube for the grab, but Googly right there for the kill. The Hoff. Boom! James trying to pick it up midfield, able to toss it off, picks it right back up, and here comes Lufa and Finger. He's going to punt it off. Oh, incoming midair grab by Trey. He's going to hop up into there and punt it straight up into the air. And it looks like it's going to land right in front of the base. Here comes McCube. Can he get that return? It's out! It's right next to the bridge. Zoot taking a bunch of damage. He's going to thrust off the base, gets killed. Flag runs right there. Here comes Trey for the grab. Boom! 6-2 with 3 minutes remaining. And I think that's going to wrap it up.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. At this point, basically wINV's only chance is if they can cap on every single run. And at the rate things are going, that's not been happening.
Yep. As James doing that infiltrator, he is all over the place. He's only got 5 kills, but just able to keep Hunted distracted, because he's still got 29 kills. But it's the capper that's the most important.
Right, doesn't matter how many LO he kills, a lot of that's probably just them K'ing out too. The thing is he's not killing the capper, and that's what he needs to be killing.
Yeah, which he can't do because James is doing his job. So, tough job right there. B-Boy getting a beautiful shot on Trey. Boom! Cleaning up the Envy offense. B-Boy with that, what is that, a soldier thumper, just destroying him right in the face. Both shots is beautiful. 6-2.
Trey almost picked that thing out of the field. That was a good shot by B-Boy to stop it.
Right in the face. It was kind of weird. It was almost like a delayed reaction. The explosion.
Here comes McCube on an empty stand, and he's actually out totally clean here.
In Greed 1400, he's off into the races, way high up in the air. Let's see if he can get back that sniper going off. It's Eckerjay, and not able to get any of it as Blade now on his face. Here comes Trey from the other side, but he's got no health, and he's going to die on that flag stand. Boom, McCube gets the cap. 6-3. Figure style. Dat war. Blade, meanwhile, picking it up, but Trey is going to be right there. And I don't think he's moving.
This is exactly what they need.
This is interesting. Here comes Trey trying to bring him down. He's a raider, not a cog. He's usually in a light, so they're not able to get it. Here he comes, but James, infiltrator on the stand. They don't know he is there. James picking it up and getting the sonic punch and gets the return. James just single-handedly saved this puppy for Envy.
That actually could have been the beginning of a comeback. If they had scored that one there, they would have had time to do one other run and get a cap normally, and then just send everyone down there, rip it off the stand, and try to make it happen. But James, you crushed that dream right there, and I think that's going to be it for wINV for this map.
Agreed. A rundown of the scores there. B-Boy took over Hunted's spot atop of wINV. He's only got 28. Hunted with the most kills in the game with 31. 30 seconds remaining on this puppy as Lufez picked it up for Envy, but he's not going to go anywhere. Drilled right in the face, trying to toss it off to Trey. Now they're going esports as he's going to get drilled. Meanwhile, the other flag was grabbed by Trey. Or not Trey. Was it Abominable Llama, I think. It looks like he's able to punt it off, but they're going to get this flag returned at midfield. 12 seconds remaining, and that's all she wrote for this one.
Yeah, good games coming out from both teams, and that was a good game. This hard fought. This was definitely not a stomp. This is the type of map where even a slight skill difference can mean a huge score differential. As you saw with Vex and Puppy Kisses, it was a close game. Both were good teams, but Vex, the score was not indicative of how close the games were. Here, the score actually was close, which means that these teams are very, very close in ability. And on one of these other maps, I think that we might see some very contested action, but we'll see coming up.
Drydock is the next map. It does play a little bit different from Dangerous Crossing, but one of the things that comes out to me was that they were both solid. Neither team let it really get out of hand.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And, you know, they both have very solid fundamentals, basic concept of strategy, you know, all that stuff. You know, they got that under control. So it kind of just comes down to who's making the plays. You know, little plays like that time that, you know, WINV didn't quite get that return, you know, could have made the difference in that game.
All right, so I believe we're going to take a short break real quick while we load up the next map. I'm Freaky, that's David Bowie, and we will be right back.
All right, so next map coming up is Drydock, I believe. Is that correct, Freaky?
Yes.
All right, so you know, this is a map where you can again see a lot of fast flag movement. You know, not quite as fast of a map as DX, but definitely one of the faster maps. A big feature of this map is that there's a hill behind the bases where pretty much any player can get back there and just slide down the hill. The next thing you know, he's headed for home with speed and can be home in about 15 seconds or less.
Yes, it's going to be interesting. Again, on this map, there's a lot of sniper. The sniper is huge on this map, so it's going to be essential for both teams to bring down each other's snipers, J and Hunted, respectively. So, it's a very fast map. It's cluster. It's fast, and yet there's still strats involved, which makes it kind of unique.
Yeah, I'm going to be curious to see, you know, how much Hunted can dominate this map. So it looked like he was killing a little harder than J. I don't know if that's because he was, J was getting shut down by the wINV offense, or if, you know, Hunted's just a better shot, you know, which of those two things is happening. But this is a map where the sniper can make a bigger difference. There's no fog on this map. You can pretty much see the cappers as soon as they leave the base. And there's a couple perches that are very hard to, you know, for the LO to quickly get up to. It's kind of a production to shut the sniper down on this map. And even if somebody gets on you, just kind of can ski down the hill, go somewhere else. So this is a map where a really good sniper can make it very difficult to cap one.
Indeed. Let's see. It looks like we are 7-on-7. We still have 45 seconds to go. But it looks like both teams are the same, so we'll run down them now. For MV, still on Blood Eagle, we have Lufa, Googly, Zoot, James, J, Trey, and Figure Style. And for a walking inventory station, B-Boy, Hunted, Abominable Llama, Speed Racer, McCube, Rogue Racer, and Blade. So, do you have anything to add for this puppy?
Well, basically, you know, WINV's fighting for survival here. If they don't win this game, this map, even in fact, then they are not going to be in the Pro League this season. So they're going to have to battle it out in the House League until next season. So they definitely want to win this map to stay in the race here.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The winner of this match moves on to play Puppy Kisses in for a shot at the last invite, I believe. So
yep, exactly. Yeah, so whoever wins this, they're going to play Puppy Kisses, and I think if you win that, you're basically locked in, guaranteed going to the Pro League. So you basically get if you win this, you got 2 chances to make it in, I think. And so if you lose this one, though, then you're out. You're out of the running.
So looking at the roster right now, it looks like James still running that Infiltrator, and Blade running an Infiltrator for his team. Flag was picked up by Trey only, what, 45 seconds into the map, and he is off back to his base already. Blade is right there, but he's not going to be able to get that flag, and boom, Trey already with the cap. But looks like who was that? Rogue picks it up, but he's going to go down immediately. Flag is right there, and it's going to go ahead and be returned. So quick cap right there by MV.
Yeah, McCube almost had that grab. Trey beat him to stand by about half a second from saving that play.
Yep, and Trey, they're leaving now. Where's Hunted? Let's see if we can find Hunt.
He's up on that back cliff, which is a great sniper spot. You can pretty much see all the routes coming, but Trey's already got his regen, so he's going to be coming here. Lots of little speed there, but here he comes to the flag. The flag's completely
Hunted,
open. Nobody's
not
on
even looking at him. And here comes Trey for that grab. He's clean. Snipe shot. One snipe shot hit, and he's off. Another one hit. He's got 18 health. The last snipe shot misses. Trey drops that flag off. Here comes Lufa for the grab. Here comes Abdominal and Speed Racer, and they're not going to get this puppy. Here comes Lufa, flag stand, and here comes Rogue Racer for an E-grab, but recaught by somebody, and Googly gets the return. Merv's on that flag, and fight goes down, but McCube, he hits the face plants into the rock. Oh no! Flag is out right next to that tree right there. Googly on that flag stand, waiting for that return. Here comes Rogue Racer for the grab. Not going to happen. It's now 2-0 in favor of Envy.
Yeah, same thing as last map. wINV's really got to start getting more stops in the stand. Right now, they're letting Trey get out pretty much every time, and you can't win the map if you let your flags out that much.
And there is James running Infiltrator with that grab, and Trey right there for the grab. Took a little bit of snipe fire and a little bit of chain gun fire, and Googly going to pick this up. And here comes Rogan and Bottom Llama. I don't know if they're going to get there in time. The next cap goes to Envy, 3-0 now. As meanwhile, Rogue Racer gets out in a juggy, trying to disc away, and he's going to finally die from Eckerjay. Gets the kill. Abominable Llama is still there, though. As boom, the fingerstyle gets 2 with 1 shot. Blade and Abominable Llama go down. Flag is. It's going to be, go ahead and place that flag back on the flag stand. Googly running the Hoff for Envy. Still, oh no, he's Brute. Hoffing duties. Going to Googly on that flag stand. Again, no mines are allowed anymore, thank God.
Yeah, and that's
helping
the flag movement.
Yeah, it really helps. I really hated the hit detection on mines. McCube coming in for a back route. Took a little bit of damage on that flag stand, but he is moving. He's going to put it off before he dies. It's going to take a nice hop, but I don't think anybody is going to be there for a midfield grab. His finger is going to go ahead and return that puppy. Rogue Racer and Abominable Llama are in the back now, and they might just go to clear. Meanwhile, Trey gets a back to front, already back to his flag stand. Boom. Oh, and he dies on the flag stand. Abominable Llama with the kill. The Merv shot right on that puppy. And Rogue Racer trying to come in for that return. He's the only one there. Lufa swoops in to grab it. McCube, meanwhile, swoops out with a front to back. And Lufa going to drop that flag. Abominable Llama. Blade going to get that return. Blade saving the day. McCube is going to be taken out by Trey in about 2 seconds. Here comes Lufa for a little, no, he's able to get a punt off, but it hit a tree. Oh, that sucks. James, Infiltrator, grab, he's off, he's out, he's dead. Taken out by, who was that? Speed Racer gets the kill, and Blade gets that return, so no dice there. 3-0. Still in favor of Team Envy, and we've only gone 5 minutes into this map, and I'm already losing my voice.
Yeah, that was great crash by wINV there. Envy was doing pretty well. They got the flag back, and then there was just this non-stop group of blue wINV players coming in that they're crashing, constantly getting the kills, getting the conks, and eventually able to get the return. So it's very good to see that for them. That means they're going to be a feisty team, hard to allow caps on. And here comes McCube, full health from the back, and he does get out. He's doing great right now with this flag.
He is indeed half past midfield. Snipe shot did hit him, but he's over and out of view. James, meanwhile, coming in for an imp as a E-grab, but he gets derailed. Flag goes down. It's going to be picked up by Trey, though, and he's going to punt this puppy off. Zoot's going to be right there, and heavy, and they're just going to start tossing this puppy. Just try to get it as far as they can. Speed Racer swoops in for the return, and boom! wINV once again not letting it get out of hand, and they're going to get this cap, and on the scoreboard, 3-1 in favor of Team Envy.
Yeah, that was a great return there by Speed Racer. He's right in the middle of a bunch of the Envy guys. He's able to swoop in and still get that return. And, on the other side, they were able to shut Fingerstyle down from doing the same thing.
Abominable Llama with a quick grab there, but he goes down. Googly going to defend this flag just off to the right side of his flag stand here. As Hunted has switched positions. He's now on top of the tower, which is probably a better spot when you think about it. It's much harder to get up there.
Oh yeah, real hard, especially with Trey. Trey's running a lot of these what we call low to high routes. They come from this plateau in the mid, and then they come up from the base and exit up the hill. And this is the best spot to shut those routes down. Although unfortunately he does see him, but he is missing his shots right now.
Yeah, and right there, that Envy just owning the flag stand of wINV, as he is once again doing that back to front, and he is already back to his flag stand. Hunted didn't see him come in, and that's the real difference so far. Is the flag stand. Oh, Kong almost gets that return, but Speed Racer goes down. Fingerstyle just before the offense gets there, but McCube gets out with it, gonna take a disc jump. 410 in a soldier, and he is moving. Plenty of shots all over him. 2 health, he goes down. Abominable Llama is right there, but oh my goodness.
Look at that crash.
All 4 of them almost missed the flag, but the third guy swoops in, took his route right, and able to get that return. So 4-1, and still in favor of Team Envy, but wINV is still showing that they're not letting it get out of hand.
Yeah, and each one of these caps, it seems like Trey is just in about 3 seconds before McCube. If McCube's routes were like 1 to 2 seconds faster, he'd be getting the flags out just before the cap could happen. This has happened several times now.
And it's happening on the other side as well. It's crazy.
Now, it looks like
that's 2 returns on... Well, 1 return on the flag stand and 1 major crash from wINV. McCube with a back to front took a lot of damage on that stand. Gets sniped in the butt by J. Flag goes down just short of midfield, and they're gonna go ahead and return this flag. Abominable Llama, meanwhile, going after J. Dueling on top of the... Oh, Trey grabbing that flag, but he goes down almost immediately. I don't know if he punted it or not. He did suicide, but I'm not sure. Blade trying to swoop in for that return. He missed it, but I don't see anybody from NV. Uh-oh, NV coming in with a Shrike now. Who's in there? It's Zoot in that Shrike.
Yeah, that thing almost nailed the guy, but luckily he was able to get the return just in time.
And I was hoping that would mean the gens were up, but they were not. Immediately, wINV once again bringing down those gens. And here comes Abominable Llama and McCube for to grab McCube off the flag stand. He's clean, but no! Oh, he hits a tree and he goes down. J gets the kill. Not gonna happen. Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, McCube with his best small Kiwi impersonation today. He's got these great high-speed routes, but that's twice now he's just face-planted into the terrain on what otherwise would have been a likely cap.
And we got a Shrike grab, maybe? No, coming in with a clear Trey, clean off the stand. 624 changed up his route. Oh, sniped in the butt, dropped down to 116. Lots of fire from midfield by Rogue Racer. He's gonna try to punt it off. Fingerstyle right there for the grab. Gonna get it, almost gets a Merv right off, but 5-1 in favor of NV, and they're starting to pull away.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen great flag play here by Trey. Every time, right as he's about to die, he gets that punt off, and then his teammates are already ready to receive it. Whereas on the other side, what I'm seeing is McCube's getting out the flag, and sometimes he needs to punt, but he doesn't have his teammates already coming out there to receive him. And I think that's a big difference in these games right now.
Yep, indeed. And another thing is, if they get an E-grab, NV does, if they get an E-grab, Trey is always there to pick it up out of the field.
Oh no, McCube actually ran into the antenna there. He was trying to get a disc on the sniper as he came through, and he smacked into that antenna, which slowed him down a ton and made him miss his route.
Oh, that sucks. Rogue Racer in a Juggy trying to get across, but he's not going to go anywhere. All of Envy is just swarming him. He goes down. Meanwhile, on the other side, the wINV side of things, it looks like Lufa, the only one still alive. He's going to go drop down inside the gens, stay out of the fire, and go ahead and regen his health. Meanwhile, Zoot moving across, as well as James the Inf coming across. Now, Trey leaving on his route. And over on the other side, J for Envy, up on top of the sniper, back hill. Googly still doing hopping, and I believe, yeah, he's still in that brute. As Fingerstyle doing a little LD on flag. Rose Racer coming in with some Merv shots, trying to bring down J. And J has to move. As here comes
Trey's coming in fast, and again, the people weren't quite on the stand, but they did see him coming and were able to get the stand burst right as he came through and stop that.
Awesome. Good. And here comes a Bottle Llama. Trying to clear that flag. Googly has a sliver. Rogue Racer has set up camp on the back hill now. As J is off the flag, but McCube taking all sorts of damage. He's not even going to get to the flag stand. Fingerstyle gets a bolt off last second, and he goes down.
Yeah, so he just got wasted there. You know, I'm glad to see him running a different route. He had been running that back rock bounce route over and over again. This time he did switch it up. Unfortunately for him, the whole NV team spawned right on the tower right as he's coming through and were able to just blow him up as he came through.
And that was where J was pushed to after the Abominable Llama came in to push him off that sniper hill. So
Hunted actually just takes out VFG Trey right on his route. You know, he's wised up to VFG Trey running this low to high route pretty consistently, and he was able to take him out there before he got his regen. Good shot by Hunted.
That's interesting to note. Hunted's actually looking for the cap before he gets to the flag stand, so that's good. Let's see if he can keep it up. As do you see who's right underneath him? This could be bad. Boom! Right in. Oh! He just got nut-shotted.
You know, the thing is, I think they should have left him up, because Trey's actually running the other route. It's a route that's not easily killed from that sniping position, and what it does is it gives Hunted a chance to respawn into possibly a better snipe shot. But, you know, here comes VFG Trey from the back, and he doesn't appear to be spotted yet.
Not just yet. He's off clean, completely clean. He took the high route, which off 4 speed. Took a bad bounce. He's going to disc jump off the rock, though. He still has 900 health. What?
Yeah, I think he missed the disc jump there. And, important to note, the McCube was actually able to cap it there before Trey could grab it.
I didn't even notice. Meanwhile, over here on the other side, waiting for that flag return. Flag! Oh, my goodness! Grabbed as soon as it was returned by McCube. Flag goes down on Fox with a flag stand, but Envy's going to go ahead and get this cap 6-2. One more, and this puppy is going to be all over. But still, a pretty strong showing by wINV tonight. They're not quite ready for the next tier, but they are definitely showing signs of improvement. Definitely.
Right, and I feel like, if Envy isn't playing their A game, wINV could take a win off of them at this point. That's what it's looking like to me. wINV's got the fundamentals, and they're making good plays. It's coming down to inches. Their capper gets there 1 second too late, or, they just barely don't get a kill, that kind of stuff right now. And so, on a better day, things could swing their way for sure.
And trying to find Hunted here. There he is. He's
Trey's running this back route again, and this time Hunted's in a pretty good spot to stop it. I don't know if he's going to see him or not, but he is in a good spot. He should be seeing him now if he's looking for him.
He's looking, but he actually missed him. James is right on him now, so he's going to go. Meanwhile, McCube gets a clean grab and get a lock on him now. He's off into the races. Here comes Trey down on his, and he's off to the races as well. Meanwhile, watching McCube here. Fingerstyle now trying to drill him from behind with a Jenga fire. Rogue Racer trying to cover him. And McCube here going up to that spot as Trey goes down. I believe he just tossed it off. Trey goes down once again. Hunted by Snipe. He got sniped by Hunted. Flag goes down, but it's going to be picked up right there. Flag dropped once again. Zoot's got it now, and we're off to a flag standoff situation. So kind of glad we got to see a flag standoff on this map. Zoo goes down. Speed Racer for the kill, but Envy gets that flag picked up once again, and we flag standoff. Here we go.
Yeah, at this point, Envy's kind of sitting pretty. All they have to do is win this standoff and it's game over. Or if they just keep the standoff going forever. Those two options are both great because, wINV's got to make up 4 caps here, and that's, 10 minutes is definitely enough time to do so, but they can't just sit around and D-stack all day if they're going to have a chance of getting back into this.
Yes, indeed. One thing about, you can't really D-stack on flag standoff that well.
I want to notice something. Envy here, they actually ran 5 offense on this push, so they're going really heavily, and so far it's not working, but this could be a chance for wINV, actually.
Oh, returned by James! And returned on the other side by, it was either Abominable or Rogue Racer, but both flags are returned. So it's still 10-15 remaining, 6-2 in favor of Envy.
Yeah, and they definitely got a chance here to come back. They just, that was some good play there. It's a good thing they got that return because if Envy's going to send 5 offense, they pretty much need to make sure they get the return on the other side.
Indeed. I was watching the wINV side. I wasn't able to see what happened on the Envy side, but it looked like it just got outdueled.
Well, I'd assume, they sent 4-0 versus 2D, so I would hope they get that return.
So over here watching the Envy defensive side, it looks like we got some spam coming from Rogue Racer from their own V-pad. And a little bit of sniper fire from J, who's leaving his top spawn there. It looks like he's going kind of up to the sniper hill, trying to go after Googly, the Hoff here. And Fingerstyle is going to be right there. J gets the final
and
kill.
Trey just crossed each other. It actually looked like Trey might have bounced off of McCube's head there. It's pretty funny thing that just happened. I don't know if any of them lost speed, but it was really funny to watch.
That's weird. Watching McCube now, as J is still up. I don't know if he sees him just yet. Trying to go for this rock bounce again. And here he comes. J didn't see him at all. Here comes Flagstand. There was no one watching him at all. He's off clean. 12-19 takes a disc jump, and here he comes past midfield. Trey dies on the other side, but Zoot's going to pick it up because there's no one from wINV to defend that flag. Here comes Blade and Speed Racer. Zoot's actually in a heavy, as James, the imp, is just going to chill there. And here comes James. Oh, he gets drilled! Oh, B-Boy turns him in the face, but the flag is going to be caught. McCube drops the flag. Blade's going to get it. And over on the Envy side, Googly, who's usually the Hoff, has picked it up midfield. And him and Zoot are walking this puppy home. That was
he opts
interesting.
to punt it back to base. It looks like we're in standoff here. wINV had a chance of getting the return. They got several conks, but the NV guys just focused on killing them before they could get their hands on the flag. And now it looks like we are in a standoff, and you know, basically same situation, but 3 minutes gone off the clock, which does play into NV's favor.
It does indeed. James coming across Infiltrator. He is the only one there. Zoo died, concluding a streak. Womp womp. And so watching the MV side of things, here comes Rogue Racer. He looks like he is actually flying solo. Actually, no, here comes Speed Racer. Wait,
Yeah, he gets
Rogue
taken
Racer?
out, so yeah, Rogue Racer is on his
and
own
Speed
now.
Racer. Oh, you guys messing with my head. So, well, something I want to point out now, Hunted is actually...
Whoa! Abominable gets a mid-air Sonic Punch! Holy shit, that was amazing!
Oh, here comes a crash by Envy, but it's not in time. And wINV gets the cap at 6-3 with 7:15 remaining.
Oh man, I hope
Abominable
the cameraman got that play. It was amazing. So Googly was on his own. You know, they didn't see
Instant replay
anything.
that shit.
They had invisible Inf come in there and just smack him in the face. Instant return. That was some esports right there.
Beautiful job by Abominable Llama. And boom, 6-3 in favor of Envy, but wINV once again not letting it get out of hand. It's a very solid team. Meanwhile, both flags are now back at home. Watching the wINV side of things, looks like Lufa, Zoot, and James trying to clear. Here comes Trey from behind. Hunted does see him, so he was called out, but here he comes. Boom! Drilled on the flags time by Blade. And beautiful job right there. Looks like Blade trying to duel off Lufa here. Lufa gonna pick up that flag. He's in a soldier. Moving along, finally brought down by Speed Racer, and Rogue Racer now picking up on the other side. He's actually in a fatty. Snipe shot and lots of chain, and Figure Style is going to go ahead and return that flag. So both flags are back at home. 6-10 remaining here on map number 2.
Yeah,
And,
you know, wINV's really tightened up their D. They're getting a lot more stops on Trey now. I think they've kind of figured out what routes he's running. They know where to look. They're seeing him coming, and they're getting that good damage on the stand more consistently, and that's keeping them alive. On the other side, McCube did get knocked off course, wasn't able to grab with speed, and Rogue Racer just got annihilated by team damage as soon as he took it. But it was pretty good. Play here by wINV. They're showing some life here. It looks like they're actually might be running a D stack. Not the worst idea, because if they can just keep their flag home, a little more, then they might have a chance of
here
still
comes
capping.
Trey. He's not seen, but he looks like he screwed up his route. He had to use his thrust pack, which means he didn't have any energy. Took a disc jump, and he's still moving though. The snipe shots are not connecting. 302, and he's back to his base.
This could be the game here, actually.
Here it is. Oh, he gets caught. Sorry, Merv. Flag goes down. Rogue Racer is going to get an E-grab. Trying to bring down Googly. He goes down. They might get this return. There's a return by Lufa. Gets it. Flag stand. Here it comes. Oh, they didn't get it in time. 7-3 in favor of Envy. And they take it 2 maps to nothing. And my voice is shot.
Yeah, that was, a great game, I think, overall. Lots of action. Flags were moving almost every play. A lot of fun to watch these two teams, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see Envy score off against Puppy Kisses. I think that's going to be a great match coming up here in a couple days.
All right, so we're going to take a short break while people join up for interviews. I'm going to grab a quick water and a bathroom break. So I will be right back. And if no break? All right, keep it going. Ha ha! Producer Nazi, no break for you.
Alright, so let's see if we get these guys start to come in. I haven't seen anyone show up yet, but hopefully they will be in soon. They were here for interviews earlier, so I know they know the mumble. So let's hopefully get some of these guys in. Freak, what did you think of those teams watching this game?
What surprised me the most is it reminded me of the Tribes game style that I liked. Not so much playing, because I still hate the Infiltrator, but just the style of, keeping the flag moving, coordinated with the offense. It's really kind of exciting, and I'm excited to see what else could happen in the future of Tribes.
Alright, we've got Zoot here and Natsuko, so we've got James. We've got a lot of people streaming in here from both teams here.
What's this about interviews?
Yes, sir.
Lennon.
I just thought I'd show up to hog some credit.
What's up, like all of Envy?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
So pretty much the whole NV team is in here, and then Natsuko is the
That's what all
captain
that
of
spam
WINV.
was.
We have our team manager too, prepaid lemon.
I'm
He
wearing a suit
represented,
and tie right
before
now.
game there.
Yeah, I heard he really put a good word out for us.
So, Inve, you guys, talked about how it's just going to be absolute slaughter. I wouldn't call it that. I mean, you guys had a good win there, but, I'd say pretty good fight there by WINV at the same time. What did you guys think about the game, Trey?
It was rough. We were screaming a lot because, they were putting the pressure on. When we might be able to get the flag out, but they were controlling our stand a lot more than we'd like to and killing our defense pretty quickly. And that sort of just led to them being able to walk our flag off again if we happen to get the return anyway. So it was kind of like a cycle that we kept going into. And you saw a couple times, they walked off with it 3 or 4 times in one standoff, and we just have to go and try and get it again.
DX is a map that I think is just rough for us at the moment, even though we've already played it twice in the tournament. But I gotta hand it to them on that map. They had either triple raider or double raider jug timed very well. Like they were coming in. I mean, they waited. I'm pretty sure they were calling it a capper because it generally was about a minute and a half between every run. But when they did come in, they came in like, maybe 7-8 seconds before the capper did. So you'd end up with 3 people on the stand, or 2 at least, just as the capper got there. And we weren't getting earlier spots, so it ended up being a little rough on the map.
All right, and Natsuko from the WINV side, what was the chatter like in your mumble? How was it going for you guys?
I'd say we had our fair share of yelling as well. It wasn't too bad though.
Are any of the other guys going to come in from your team?
They're actually talking about the game right now, and I think if anything, I'm probably the most level-headed at this point after that game. It was a pretty tight, pretty intense.
Yeah. Right on. Well, so you guys, this means that you are in the house league, but with how far you've come so far in the qualifiers, it means you guys have a pretty good shot of making it to the top tier of the house league, and then you'll have a chance to play back in for season 2.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's definitely not the there's some light at the end of the tunnel here, and you guys should be able to clean up, I would think, in that house league with how you guys have done so far.
Oh yeah, of course, man.
I like being able to play 2 out of 3 is good too at this point.
Yeah,
it really takes some of the variables out that can happen in a single game,
especially on permafrost or other with newer maps.
So what do you guys think about the new maps? Have you guys practiced them much, Envy?
No,
we haven't yet. I think most teams are hesitant to try them at the moment just because it's a lot about not just the coordination of a team, but cappers need to know the routes really down pat. And I mean, it's a weird time when you've got 3 new maps coming out with the first big tournament that's been in Tribes for the past God knows how many months. So it's hard to practice everything exactly to integrate all that new content in.
Now we have all of Envy in here.
Yeah, well, I guess we're going to see, kind of who's able to adapt quickly and learn the new maps, learn the routes, and all that stuff.
Yep.
Natsuko, have you guys been on WINV? Have you guys been practicing the new stuff?
If you're talking about the newest 3 maps that were just recently released, we haven't had very much practice with them, especially not as a team. I know Mackiebeck's our capper. He said he has been working on a few new routes, so he's definitely picking up the pace with that.
Yeah, he was running some great routes. He looks like he's got the soldier capping thing figured out. I was really impressed with his DX routes. He was hitting about 280 in soldier, which is quite good for that map, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, Dangerous Crossing, I know. We've actually been running that a lot more recently just because, it's been coming up more often in tournaments. We not only this one, but with TWL and a few other things. So we've kind of been forced to learn how to play these maps at this point.
Yeah, I think DX is starting to be pretty widely accepted. I think most people like that, and there's not many people at all that hate it entirely. As long as the force fields and the mines and everything are banned, I think people are pretty happy about that map, actually, and I could see that kind of being a standard map for most tournaments moving forward.
That's pretty much exactly what happens because of the map-specific rule. More people are inclined to play it. It's not as bad. People say.
Oh yeah, it's one of the most exciting maps for sure. I mean, I'd say probably more flag movement on that map than any other map in the game
the way
right
it's
now.
designed is nice because it allows for usually a few more play styles than you might normally see, just because of the high position. And if you have good crash or good offense, they can always control the flag and walk it out and head towards mid and get escort immediately and stuff like that. So if you can really get your team together and working well, you have a lot of options on that map, I think.
Yeah. Well, guys, these are great games tonight. Do you guys have any final shout-outs before we shut things down here?
Shout out to Puppy Kisses. You're next.
Yeah, dude.
All right, number one trash
Leonard.
talker for Envy there, Prepaid Linen.
I am the manager / cheerleader.
Bench is very warm.
Male cheerleader.
All right, I think that's it, though. It was good games. I'm glad we got to play. It was fun.
Yeah, GG's. For sure.
It is.
Dudes, and Natsuko, any shout-outs from the WINV crowd?
Honestly, I just want to give a shout out to pretty much the entire tribes community that makes all this possible, man. And congrats to Envy. You guys put up a great fight. Great win there. Just played a little bit tighter than we did. Just pretty much what it came down to. So good job, you guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks
All
to
right,
Dodgebong, number one caster, David Boyd,
Yeah.
number one caster, best cameraman in the business.
Freaky.
Freaky, yeah, definitely big shout out. Freaky is the guy at the play-by-play here, and I definitely
love
is my
it, man.
favorite play-by-play guy to cast with. And
Absolutely.
then Brick and Legit Bear tonight run the cams, and Dodgepalm, of course, doing the production. So shout out to all those guys, and of course Jim and APC for helping get this, and Bee's Knees for helping get this tournament organized.
Thanks, guys.
We didn't forget you, buddy. All right, thanks, guys.
Catch you later.
GG's.